Undefeated Planet back at y'all. What's up, y'all? This is another episode that I had to bring to y'all about this brother. He been creating pens that go on clothes for over 30 years. He put Black history on pens and sell them, and that's the way he make his living. And when I first met this brother and got a chance to interview him, I really was amazed of his work. Like I said, I always feel as though, as far as me being an artist, when I see other artists making money, doing their thing with art, I always wanted to be able to bring their story to the light, because a lot of times they don't have the chance to be able to do that. Say your name first.
Howard Cash.
Howard Cash. So tell me, Cash, what do you like to do? What is your craft as far as the signs and?
I live in two worlds.
All right.
One world is fine art and documentary photography.
Okay.
I used to work for AP years ago. I lived in Nigeria and Ghana. And then there's the world of my mother's side of activism.
Uh-huh.
And that's to promote and discuss African American people and our achievements and accomplishments. And so I do it through buttons.
Okay.
So when you see a button, usually, like the other day on the bus, I saw a woman wearing my buttons. And we automatically struck up a conversation. And she had them on for 10 years. And I was like, oh, wow, that's great.
Wow.
So,
So what got you started in it? Who gave you this idea? What movement that
Jesse Jackson campaign 1983. That might have been before you were born. But yeah, 1983, and I was in San Francisco, Moscone Center during the campaign, during the convention. And on that day, one day, I made $1,000.
Selling your
buttons.
Wow.
And I always kept it in my mind. And so when I came back from Nigeria, I needed a job. Nigeria changed me because I didn't want a job, I needed a profession.
Oh.
I still need to be able to do photography, but I also need to be able to earn and make some money. So I started working no matter what happens. At that time, Martin Luther King was about to have his holiday. So I made some buttons on King, wholesaled them to a friend of mine and worked at Schaumburg. And then it just started rolling. And it's a work of progress of 37 years. And
37 years, yeah. Wow.
So there's some holes in it, I'll put some more up later on.
So do you make them yourself?
Yeah, I make them, and they're all over the world. One of them I have in the new African American Museum in DC, called Teach the Children the Truth. They're in time capsules, the Obamas that we did. They're people from all over the world come and purchase and take it back home. Obama said, I heard through a friend of mine, that they were the best buttons he'd ever seen. So yeah, we do pretty good work. We did the Million Man March, the Million Woman March, Kwanzaa buttons. We've covered, basically our idea is to cover what Black people are doing, what we find of interest.
Yeah. And
also there was pride, sense of history, some inspiration, stimulation, and some empowerment.
Cool. So if people saw your documentary, where could they go to get in contact with you to be able to buy your buttons or purchase or support?
Well, the buttons are not online, but what's online is my fine art and documentary photography. Now you can just Google my name, Howard Cash, and a website will come up. And I'm working on now an ebook called Love is Alive, and that should be up soon. What else? I have another body of work that's up there. It's not mine, but I used to be an art dealer back in the day. It's called Oshogbo Artists, Yemi C, Cornelius, and Oni. And those were artists I used to represent back in the 80s.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, they passed. But I was smart enough to photograph some of their work on 4x5 slide film. So now we have it up, and pretty soon I'll start promoting it on Facebook and other places.
Okay.